What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video on my channel Skotrix, and today as you can see we're back on NBA 2K21 for another build guide video. And in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all how to make the worst prospect in NBA 2K21. This is a troll build. If you want a troll build, this is not a good build. For playing competitive or even playing casual, this is a terrible build, but it is a super rare build. I don't think I've ever seen a prospect in the park ever that's actually like above 60 overall. So if you do decide to make this build, shout out to you, but don't expect it to be any good. But now without any further ado, let's get right into the video here. Alright, so on this first screen, the only thing that matters is you want your position to be small forward. This is probably the worst position in the game this year. Obviously there is some good small forward builds, but overall probably the worst position in the game. Hand, jersey number, name, none of that matters. Just set it up however you want, then go ahead and click continue. Now for the pie chart, you want to go down to the playmaking and defense one. I'm not saying this is the worst pie chart, but it is the best way to make the worst build. Then for the physicals profile, you're going to want to take this one, pink and blue. Definitely the worst one for this build. Definitely a bad one. Then for all of your attributes, you just want to get them up to 67 overall. This will just take a minute. And just leave them all at 67. This will make a prospect, and it's going to be terrible. You won't really be able to do anything at 67 overall. You'll be able to dunk with a 67 dunk, but barely. You'll be able to make layups, but not if they're contested at all. You can see post hook only goes up to 66. Anything that doesn't get to 67, just leave it at max. But everything that gets to 67, make sure you max it out. You shouldn't be able to shoot, but I mean, that's why it's called the prospect. It is a terrible build, so you won't be able to do anything really. You see, you do get 2 shooting badges there. I'll show you how to put on the badges for this build at the end of the video as usual, even though this is a terrible build. But just max out all of these to 67. Kind of hard because I can't just max out the bar really quickly. 67, you should not be a good, well, you might be a decent defender with 67 on everything here. That's not terrible, but definitely not good, not what you want. 67. And then offensive rebound, and then just put the rest in a defensive rebound. It only gets to 61. That's fine. Defensive rebound is actually a pretty important stat, so it's good that you don't have it high if you're trying to make the worst build. Worst body shape, I don't know. I'll just take Burley. Height, stay at 6'7". Weight, stay. Wingspan, stay. Don't change any of those. And I'm surprised you get this many takeovers for the build. The worst takeover out of all of these might be shot creator because you have no ability to make shot creator type of shots, but also it might be slasher because you're not a good finisher, maybe even playmaker because you're not a good dribbler. I wouldn't take the lockdown. Lockdown's probably the best one for this build unless you want the best takeover for this build. Shot creator is probably the worst, so I'm going to take shot creator right here. I guess if you're not good enough to get any takeovers, they just give you all of them, but there you go. You can see prospect, shades of Sean Marion, Brandon Ingram, and Jimmy Butler. But now I'll show you guys really quickly how to put on the badges for this build. You can see the stats right here at 99 overall. Well, this is actually 95 overall. They're looking pretty terrible. You got like 12 badges in total, so pretty bad, For finishing, you're going to want to put on deep hooks for sure. Confirm that. For shooting, you're probably going to want to get pump fake maestro on bronze, and then maybe like ice and veins on bronze, just like that. Now for playmaking, definitely pass fake maestro, post spin technician, and then I'll say probably dream shake, just like that. And now for defense, probably gonna want post move lockdown, moving truck, trapper for sure, off ball pest for sure, then maybe lightning reflexes definitely. And with your last one, you could put it into defensive leader or whatever you want. And there you guys go. That's the worst way to set up the badges for this build as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Bit of a different video, but if anybody does want the worst build in NBA 2K21, here you go. This is how you make it. This build is definitely terrible, so don't make this build unless you want just a terrible build to mess around with. But anyways, that's going to be it. Make sure you go check out my Twitch. Link is in the description. Alright, peace.